Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. Brad Francis with us. Rod Zawacky on Steak Friday. Nick Menken. Jay Briggs. And then we got Brian Bitler. And here's how they're going to line up for this evening. We've got Briggs, Francis, Bitler, Zawacki, Menken, and then I will close this one out. All right, 14 games on the board. We got game 2 of Detroit and Cleveland. There's 14 games on the board. One final in. Royals get the win against the Cubs as a big favorite. And it looks like Detroit leading the Guardians here in game 1 of the doubleheader, 3-1, bottom 7th here. So action going on as we speak. But let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs. We've got some baseball action from Jay today. We'll bring him in right now. Ready to roll with Jay. Jay, what's happening?
Tony T, what's happening?
It's going great. All right, here we go. West Coast baseball tonight. The Padres host the D-backs. Both teams have had some issues here. Diamondbacks play a little better now. We see the Padres minus 158, total 8.5.
Yeah, so quick backstory on this, man. I took the Padres yesterday as a premium for the first time and only time this year, and they let me down. I haven't bet the Padres. The Padres are a team I just rarely will bet because we all understand they have the talent. We all understand that this team on paper should be one of the best teams in baseball. But what we also understand is on the field, their play is mildly, and I mean wildly, inconsistent. And that's how you can win a series against or be very competitive in a series against the best team in the American League, the Baltimore O's, and then turn around and struggle against the Diamondbacks. A team that has really been struggling since the trade deadline All-Star break. So here, the Diamondbacks have been playing better. I'll give them a little credit, man, because they were like 16 games above 500, now find themselves teetering above and below that now. I'm going to give him a shot here. Font is not my favorite option on the mound, but he has had some solid starts, and I think I can trust him in this start. I don't really trust Lugo on the mound for the Padres. I think the Diamondbacks, whose offense has been playing better, I trust their bullpen slightly more, which is crazy to say, trying to trust this Diamondbacks bullpen. But I think that the Padres are going to continue to be inconsistent. Can't trust them as huge favorites like this. And getting the Diamondbacks at a game and a half, if you win, I think is a great place to be. So I'm going to take the Diamondbacks straight up on the money line.
There we go. Jay here on the Diamondbacks, the plus behind him, plus 142 against the Padres. Yeah, hard to argue that one. Lugo has not been good in this role as a favorite at minus 110 or higher. 5-10, a minus 11 unit loss. D-backs against these losing teams have had success here at 16-6.
Yeah, this is right in the Diamondbacks' wheelhouse. When they play those topper echelon teams, they don't quite match up as good, and we kind of see them lose those. But when they're playing teams, around their same, skill gap or when they're the better team is usually when you see them show up. So I don't think the pitching matchup really is going to determine this one, and I think the Diamondbacks have a legitimate shot to win it. So I'm going to fire up a shot here with them.
Try out the shot here with the D-backs here. Plus 142 against the Padres. This one will have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern Time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Of course, Jay doing great work in preseason football. 2 on the board tonight from preseason football. Tomorrow, 11-game card from preseason NFL. Of course, tonight we got 14 on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I have a ton going on with this huge card on a Friday. I think I have like 5 Major League Baseball premium plays, including my $19 MLB play of the day. That's my favorite play on the entire board in Major League Baseball, and I have a plus money dog there. As you can see, though, on the screen, we have been on a tear in the NFL preseason. Last year, we were 20-7 for $1,100 in profit, documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Thus far this year, we're 8-3 documented, and we're 7-0 on our play of the day. And we're trying to keep that momentum rolling forward. So if you want that play, you can scoop it up as I have that play again tonight in the NFL preseason action. So you can hop on that. We haven't lost on that play thus far this year. We're trying to keep it rolling. So a ton of action going on for me over at Pick Dogs Premium. Hop on a long-term pass so you can get every play that I release in that time frame. Or pair me up 2-for-1 capper special with one of the great guys here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Jay Briggs over at Pick.com. You see the great results from Jay here in preseason football. Get on board tonight. Jay has a $19 pre-and play up on the board. A best bet from preseason football, so go ahead and get on board instead of buying these plays individually. Perfect time to get that 3-day all sports pass. You'll have Jay's premium plays here for the next 3 days. All his baseball, lots of preseason football here. Games for you here on Friday. Tomorrow, 11 games, single games here on Sunday. Maybe gets that Monday game early. Maybe get that one too as well. So go ahead and get on board here with Jay with that 3-day all sports pass. Great value right now. Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again next week. Let everybody know you host now the morning shows, and we also can catch your NFL preseason rundown as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got 2 games tonight, NFL preseason action. I covered those this morning. You can go catch that video archive. And then as soon as I get off here, I'm about to start working on tomorrow. As Tony T said, we got a huge card tomorrow in NFL preseason action, like 10 or 11 games, I think. So I'm finna go ahead and start working on that. That should be out later tonight, covering all those. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to bring in all the guys, and we're going to have the Pick Dogs morning show. So tune in. Should be a lot of fun. We got a huge card tomorrow on Saturday, so I'm going to try to get more than one pick out of all the guys. I'm kind of proud, too. As we got a lot of football and baseball tomorrow. So
yeah, and of course, Mills, I'm sure Mills wants us to bring up the MMA, right? Got a UFC.
Yeah, we do got a great card of MMA tomorrow. I liked his pick yesterday with Sean O'Malley. I'm going to be playing that right there with him.
There you go. Mills gave us a really great pick as well during the Contender Series, the Big Dogs. So, guys, you want to tune in that morning show tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'll have the Drive from Cappers joining in, giving out the plays. Trying to pry out 2 of them because, remember, we got 11-game card from preseason, 15 from Major League Baseball, and the fights as well. All right, Jay, have a great night. Get that study in, and we'll catch up with you again on Monday on the drive-thru.
Yes, sir, Tony T. See you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, Brad Francis with some rivalry baseball here as we got the Yankees and the Red Sox going head-to-head. Of course, these games are very important now as these teams are trying to get themselves in that playoff picture. So let's bring in Brad right now. Brad, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Tony? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. All right, here we go. Apple TV has this one. Red Sox and Yankees going head-to-head. Red Sox favorite here, minus 122, total of 9.
Yeah, I mean, we got to take the Red Sox here. I've been fading this Yankees team over the last couple of weeks, and it's been treating me very well. You know, the Yankees, they just got swept by the Brewers, which is understandable. But, I mean, in those 3 games, they only scored 2 runs that whole series. It's pretty bad. I mean, they're 2-8 in their last 10. This Yankees team is just an absolute train wreck right now. And in this matchup against Boston, Boston has won 5 of the last 6 games these teams play together. The run differential is 32-15. So this Boston team has been dominating this Yankees team as of late. Bello gets to start for the Red Sox, and I mean he's had some solid starts this season, especially when he's playing lineups that aren't that great. And I could just see him having a lot of success and going pretty deep in this one, just due to how lethargic the Yankees lineup has been. So yeah, like I said in the beginning, man, I just don't know how anyone could take the Yankees right now. Give me the Sox all day.
All right, we got Brad here says go ahead and take the Sox in this one. About minus 122, minus 123. We can confirm Brito. That was we were waiting for Brito to get announced. I know there weren't lines up on these on some overnights, but yeah, Brito is confirmed now to be the starter here for this Yankees team. Brito's been kind of beat up a little bit, hasn't pitched as well at home, and you know Bayo, the Dominican. Believe it or not, he's pitched 3 times in his career here against the Yankees. I believe twice this season. Once last year, allowing just 4 earned runs in 20 innings against him.
Exactly, yeah, that's not bad at all. And I mean, even if Brito has a good outing, like I said, I just don't think the Yankees are going to be able to give him the run support the way their lineup has looked for them to pull out a win.
There we go. We got Brad here, Red Sox here, minus 123 here against the Yankees. This would have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time over on the Apple television. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick.com for tonight's action. And Brad showing great results over the last 30 days. 754 units of profit here last 7 days. Make that 856 last 30 days. So we're getting some grading coming in right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board here with Brad. Today we've got those preseason games as well as 14 games remaining on Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yes, sir. On the site right now, I got a 3-pack that you could buy. It's 2 MLB plays and an NFL preseason game, or you could buy my best MLB play of the day. And then I also have another pick for all my long-term pass holders there. And then, I mean, a 3 day is a great time it's a great time to join on the 3 day. I think my 3-pack right now is $50, and then my 3 day pass is $75. So if you're looking to get a 3-pack from me, I would just go spend the $25 more and get the 3 day. I'm going to have plays loaded up all weekend, and, I'm hot right now, so it's a great time to hop on.
That's right, guys. Get a bar with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. Again, it's a Friday, the best time to get that 3 day pass. A lot of action over the weekend for Major League Baseball. Big cards here. 14 remaining here Friday, 15 Saturday and Sunday. Lots of preseason football here. 2 today, 11 tomorrow. We got 1 on Sunday. I think there's also a Monday night one up there, guys. So go ahead and get on board here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. So go ahead and get on board with that 3 day pass. And of course, it's a UFC fight weekend as well. So we may get some premium plays in there. So with that 3 day pass will serve you well. Pick is a promo code. You'll save that 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brad, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again next week. But let everybody know we can also catch your video series up there. I know we've got the parlay videos, and sometimes you and Mills get together on big UFC weekends as well.
Yeah, got the parlay videos dropping on 9:30 p.m. Eastern time before the game, so check those out. And then, big UFC card tomorrow, so me and Mills will be live. We haven't gone live in a while, so I'm excited to talk to my man Mills again, and we should be live after the morning show tomorrow.
After the morning show, so when that morning show is over, stay tuned and catch up that UFC live show on the big pay-per-view cards. Brandon Mills gets together right after the morning show. All right, Brad, continue that success. We'll catch up with you again next week.
All right, thank you, Tony. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Brad Francis here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, Brian Bitler. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Brian's been doing great work in Major League Baseball this year. Ready to roll with Brian. Brian, what's happening?
Hey, Tone. Glad to be here on a Friday. It's square dancing Friday night. I haven't got dressed up to go out yet, but, still early in the evening. I'm hoping to get hot and sail right through the weekend.
Yeah, I'd sail right through the weekend. And, of course, the team near you, Phillies, in action against these pesky Washington Nationals who've made people some money. We've seen lines like this where they've been big dogs, and they'll come through once in a while in some certain situations. But Phillies coming in, Phillies big favorites, total sets at 9.
Definitely the Washington Nationals, they're one of my teams I like to ride, but I like to ride them on the road on the run line. They're very good. But here, they're at home, and the Philadelphia Phillies, this is kind of a public-heavy play, but I believe it's a strong play on the board tonight. It is Friday night, and those type of plays generally hit. Michael Lorenzen goes for the Phillies, and he has been fantastic since coming over from Detroit. Normally, I like to look at fading a guy off a no-hitter, but he's had some extended rest going into this one. Phillies were off yesterday, and it'll be a travel. It was a travel day, and the Nats had a game used for their bullpen guys. Nationals have been a great road run line team, but not as good at home on the run line. Adon goes for the Nationals here, and I'd be shocked if he went more than 5 innings. And the Nationals bullpen definitely not the best in baseball. I think the Phillies bullpen comes in ranked around number 8 in Major League Baseball. Phillies have won 3 of the last 4 versus the Nationals, and they've outscored them 25-10 over those 4 games. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Phillies here and lay them on the run line tonight.
All right, Brian says lay the Phillies on the run line. They get their 9 at-bats as the road team here. Lorenzen, it's just not just that, a no-hitter. He has been in pretty good form, allowing just 5 earned runs over his past 35 2/3 innings. That's over his past 5 starts. When you do the math, he's going at least 7 innings a start. Lorenzen has been not just that one, no-hitter. It's been pretty good form from Lorenzen.
He might be the best of all the pickups at the trade deadline. He might be the best one because the Phillies really didn't give up too much to get him. I think they might have given up the 5th or 6th best prospect. Really nothing major here, and you're getting a frontline starter and enables the Phillies to go with 6 starting pitchers. I think down the road when you don't, if you can have a 6-man staff, that'll pay dividends come playoff time.
Now Lorenzen bouncing around maybe his time with the Reds, with the Angels last year. Of course, the Angels give up and go into he shines, right? He shines. That's just the way the Angels have been. They wish they could have him in that lineup. But anyway, Brian on the Phillies run on, lay the run in half, -106 against the Nationals. This one to have a start time here, top of the hour. All right, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. As we mentioned, your baseball's been on fire here. It's 1,276 units of profit. All documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can verify those numbers very simply by going to Brian's handicapper page. The plays are all there for you to check out, documented. All right, 14 games remaining here on this board with 2 from the preseason. And I know you like to delve into some WNBA. I want to mention here there's 5 games from the WNBA as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, definitely. I like the WNBA. I got 3 premiums tonight, 1 Major League Baseball, 1 NFL, and 1 in the WNBA. My Titanium, though, that's in the NFL tonight, and my Titanium played 10-5 over the last 15. That's a 67% hit rate. But go back even further, last 363, I'm 202, 160, and 1. That's a 56% hit rate on that $15 Titanium. You can get on over at pickdogs.com or get it in my Square Dance and 3-pack. All 3 best bets for $50 at pickdogs.com. You're not going to want to miss it. Now's also the time to get in on that football pass. College football, NFL combined all season long for $8.95. Use code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off of that. Last year in the NFL hit 56%. College football 57.48%. So definitely looking forward to a big year in football.
Get a big year in football indeed from Brian Bitler. Get on board with Brian over at Pick Dodge Premium. Great results you see in baseball this year. His NFL, his Titanium wagers up to that $15 premium play is from the NFL preseason tonight. Also WNBA up on the board. A 3-pack here from Brian. Instead of buying all these plays individually, you know, the weekend is here. The Weekend Warrior Pass, that 3-day pass, Friday, Saturday, Sunday's covered. All the baseball, WNBA, as well as preseason football. Remember, there's an 11-game card tomorrow from preseason football, so lots of action here with that 3-day pass. It's a very popular purchase here this time on Fridays. Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. You can also add that second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, making it even a greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. Enjoy the square dancing in Philadelphia tonight. And, of course, we can catch the weekend shows with Jay. And, of course, if you see your video series back up here, Take It to the Bank.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out Take It to the Bank every day. Posted on the pickdogs.com YouTube channel. I'm going to definitely be with Jay both days this weekend, or at least, Lord willing, I'll be there. And hopefully my guy Trey Lance does well tomorrow. You know, he's looking like he'll probably be the backup quarterback, but that's all right. He'll start slow and finish strong. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you on Monday with another free pick winner.
There you go. Brian Bitler here on the drive-thru. Check him out over on the side. All right, Brian, here on the drive-thru. All right, I'll continue our show, guys. If you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Up next, Rod Zawacky's been very, very good to us. He's giving you some winners. Gave you a great winner there on that WNBA. And we talked about that one. You know, you get that money and you hang out in Vegas a little too long, and you know what can happen. No doubt about that.
Let's get these fine folks some more winners. And make some
more winners from Ron. We got a good peripheral card as well, some baseball with his baseball pick. Tonight we start here. AL West action. Astros hosting Mariners. Astros up to -143, total 8.5.
Yeah, look at this one. Big battle here in the AL West between these two teams. And Mariners, I just think they were right off the map, and they've definitely turned things on and pouring it on. Nice comeback win yesterday. Now they have to come here and face the Astros. They've fared well against the Astros this year, been dominant. Definitely won their fair share against these Astros this season. So good matchup here for me. In this one, you look, Bryce Miller's getting the start on the mound for the Mariners, and he's been well in spots, but he's also got roughed up in spots, and I just don't trust him here on the road. 2-2 on the road with a 5+ ERA, and then in night games, he doesn't pitch as well as what he does in a day game. 2-3 with a 4+ ERA in these night games. And on the other side of the mound, my buddy JP France getting the start here. He was a fade guy for me early on in the year, but he's just turned it on. Winners of 8 straight are these Astros when he's on the mound. He's just been money. 7-1 to that run line in those 8 starts. I think he has another great start here and shuts down these Mariners bats. Then you look when you throw things to the bullpen. Well, you got to give the edge to the Astros as well. 1.44 ERA over the last 10. Been pitching well from the bullpen as well. And with the extra day of rest that they got yesterday, they're ready for this one here. We're going to take the Astros on the money line. I wouldn't blame you if you want to put a little bit on the run line as well. I think they can win by 2, but for me, just take them on the money line. Astros get the win here.
All right, there you go. Rod here with the Astros minus 143 here, 142 here against the Mariners. Something here to support that because I agree with you on this one. France, pretty good form here, allowing 2 earned runs or fewer in 5 straight starts. But the Mariners, when they face some of these pretty good starting pitchers from the AL, these are pitchers with an ERA of 3.70 or lower this year. The Mariners are just 3-13. So against frontline pitching. And we're putting France in that category because he has the ERA to back him up. We got an ERA of 2.74. You sit in this category. So against some of these top line pitchers, just 3-13, minus 11.5 unit loss.
Right? That last stat is just mind blowing here for the Mariners. And JP France definitely turned himself into one of those top line pitchers because at the start of the year he was a complete fade for me. He wasn't. He was pantsing everybody. He was just looking awful. And as the year progressed, he just turned it on. He just keeps getting better and better as the year goes on. I really like JP France. He's making his money. So jump aboard Houston. Let's make some money tonight.
All right, we got Rod here on the Astros minus 142 against the Mariners. Of course, we're going to get some peripheral action in from Rod. All right, Rod, let's start with this CFL game. You were a winner last night. Tonight we've got a single on the board tonight between the Blue Bombers and Stampeders. Looks like Blue Bombers road favorites in this one.
Yeah, this line opened up. Remember, I was saying this line opened up. It was at 6.5, 7 in spots. Well, the reason why it's changed now, it's down to about 4.5 in this one. Zach Caleros is not going to get the start here for Winnipeg in that one. He's going to sit out. Winnipeg will play their backup in this one. But for me, you look at this one, and I'm going to go with the under as the play here, as I think points come as a premium. Without Caleros in there, I don't see this Winnipeg team bombing to try to put 50 or even 30-plus points like they did last week. Winnipeg scored 88 points in the last 2 weeks. A lot of people jumping on this over, thinking we're going to see some points. Well, you look at the Calgary QB situation, and that QB has definitely been pick-prone. He's given up 11 interceptions in 9 games this season, has been Meyer as QB for this Calgary team. So I think just when he gets Calgary looking good, he throws the pick, costs him lots of points. So I'm going to take the under here, Winnipeg, Calgary.
All right, Rod, going under here in the CFL. So let's turn our attention here to this 5-game card from the WNBA. We lead it off here in this one here with the Mystics and Fever going head-to-head top of the hour. We see the Mystics road favorites, total 162.5.
Yeah, and I think that's just too many points. Mystics on the road is a tough spot to try to lay 5 points and get that cover. I would take the Fever here at home, plus the boatload of 5 points they're going to give us. I think this comes down to who's got the ball last. So take the Fever plus the points in that one.
Fever plus the points, says Rod Zawacky, who's been great to us here in the WNBA. Hope you've been paying attention because he's been making us money. Here we go. Wings and the Sun going head-to-head, top of the hour. The Sun favored 3.5, total 168.5.
Yeah, and you look at this one. These two teams just met not too long ago, and Dallas got the outright win in that one. So what's changed? Not a whole lot. I'm going to go here with the underdog here again. Take the Dallas Wings plus the points. As I said, they just beat the Suns. Can they beat them outright again? I don't know, but they're going to definitely battle and keep it close. So take the Dallas Wings plus the points in that one.
Plus the points, says Rod. All right, here we go. Sky and the Dream going head-to-head tonight with the Dream 3, total 162.5.
And you look at this one. Both these teams have lost 3 straight games, so someone's going to get back into the win column in this one. And who do I like better? Well, I'm going to take the Chicago Sky plus the points here in this one. I'm actually going to sprinkle a little on the money line. I think they outright the Atlanta Dream in this one. Sky, they had a nice run, winners of 3 in a row there and playing well. And then they just struggled the last 3, but I think they bounced back and they get the win into the win column there against the Dream. So take Sky plus the points and a little on the money line as well.
This one on IN Sports. All right, we move on here. Lynx and Storm going head-to-head tonight, 10 Eastern time. We've got the Lynx road favorites 2, total 161.5.
And these two teams definitely battle each other closely when they play. This line, it took overtime for the Lynx to win last time. They won by 2 points in overtime. The meeting earlier this season, the Lynx got the win in that one, but only a 5-point win. But the one thing that's been common between these two teams has been the over. It opened at 161. It's up to 161.5. I would take the over. They've hit 6 straight overs 9-1 to the over the last 10 in Seattle. 19-7 the last 26 meetings between these two teams to the over. Track me, not a whole lot of defense. Take the over 161.5. Lynx, Seattle.
All right, the game Rod's been waiting on, talking about this even since the Commissioner's Cup. A big line here, Liberty and Mercury going head-to-head. And we see the big line here, Liberty in a back-to-back spot. Third game in 4 nights, coming off a loss there last night. Liberty, big favorites, 12.5-point favorites, total 163.
Right, tough spot here for this Liberty. Having to play the Aces 2 back-to-back, and then now you have to play on a back-to-back night coming to play the Mercury. And we know what the Mercury have been doing. They've been playing great hoops. Take the points with the Mercury here. I love the spot. I'd even spring a little bit. The Mercury can win it outright. Liberty going to have a little tired legs coming that second half in this one. 3 games of 4 nights is tough for any team, much less a WNBA team.
Yeah, and of course, after getting all that cash, winning the cash game, and having spent a day in Vegas, it means they may have caught that Vegas flu there, Rob.
They might have, especially if they were winning. If they were winning on some of those loss of the table games and racking in some extra cash to party with, might be a tough one here in this one.
Yeah, all right, let's get there.
And as you said, a 4-hour bus ride from in Vegas to Arizona doesn't sound like fun to me. That sounds like it's going to be hot and not like fun to me.
Yeah, through the desert
I
there.
like the Mercury here.
Yeah.
This will be like the Mercury Super Bowl. They'll get up for this game. The Mercury will be given 150% in this game to try to beat the Liberty. So take the points with the Mercury here.
To recap, Rod, you like the under, right, in the Winnipeg Calgary?
I like the under in the Winnipeg and Calgary game.
All right, and then in the Mystics Fever,
we're going to take the Fever plus the points in that one.
Wings and Sun.
We're going to take the Wings plus the points. Put a little on the money line. I think they got a shot to outright the Sun again.
Sky and Dream.
We're going to take the Sky plus the points. A little on the money line. I think they got a good shot to outright in there that one.
Lynx and Storm.
The over. It's been money. Winners the 6th straight on that over. And I have 161.5. Yep, like the over. 9-1 the last 10 in Seattle.
And the one we've been waiting on, Liberty and Mercury.
Take the Mercury. Gonna buy me a Mercury.
Gonna buy a Mercury.
Down the road.
There we go from Rod. The Mercury cruising up and down the road. And, of course, the Astros was his baseball play as well. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. Of course, 14 games on the board for Major League Baseball as well as 2 preseason, 5 WNBA. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, it is Friday, so it's Steak Friday. I've got 3 plays in a package. You can scoop up 2 MLB plays, plus my 10-star of the play is included in that one. Plus, I got a CFL bonus play in there in that Steak Friday package. Or if you want my 10-star play of the day, it's available solely by itself. 47-30, the last 77 on it. You can scoop it up singly. I got 3 plays I'm about to put in for tomorrow's NFL action, and then I'm going to dig dive some more MLB. So grab a 3-day pass. Join me for this weekend, and you'll get that NFL bonus play on Monday, which I will have a play on it. I love that play on Monday, so I'll get a bonus play. Grab a 3-day pass, and you'll get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays thrown in there early enough for you as well.
That's right, guys. Got aboard with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 3-day pass, a great value. All of Rod's plays here. Baseball, big cards here. So 14 games tonight. Big card Friday and Saturday. NFL preseason 2 tonight. 11 games scheduled here on Saturday. We've got the Sunday game with the Monday game, which you'll have that Monday game in for you Sunday night before that 3-day expires. So make sure you get that 3-day pass and save that promo code PICK at checkout. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again on Monday, but we can catch you, of course, during the weekend shows as well.
Yeah, definitely tune into that weekend show tomorrow. Gonna be good times with Jay hosting, as he said, definitely. And the graphics have been good, so definitely come check it out. We love having everybody join us on the Saturday, Sunday morning shows. Tune in, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Good times there. We'll see everybody there.
We'll see
everybody there. I'll see you Monday, Tony.
See you Monday.
Good luck. Good luck this weekend with your hiking and your climbing and all your bets.
Oh yes.
So
I don't know if I'll be out there with this hurricane hitting. We'll see. I don't. You don't want to be in the hurricane. Right, yeah, you don't want to be in the mountains. No. Well, the mountains, not the thunder, the lightning, and all that's kind of rough. So we'll see how that rolls. All right, Rod.
Definitely a little bit rough. Yeah, you don't want to be climbing no mountain in the middle of the storm.
That's true. All right. Have a great night. Enjoy that steak Friday. We'll catch up with you Monday.
Definitely. Have a good one, Tony. Catch you Monday.
Catch you Monday. Rod Zawacky here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's bring in Nick Menken. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch his video series here with that Nerfies Jerfies here on the channel. So we'll get Nick ready to roll here with some baseball coverage. An interesting game tonight. We kind of talked about this one before the show. We'll bring him in right now. Nick, what's happening?
Tony T, good to be back. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. All right, here we go. You might get some of this. You might not get some of that rain out there in the Phoenix area. But anyway, Rangers and Brewers going head-to-head tonight with the Rangers favored minus 122. We see the total of 8.
Yeah, right now the Brewers are coming in at 65 and 57, while the Rangers are 72 and 49. Both teams are in first place in the respective divisions. Milwaukee Brewers will have Brandon Woodruff on the mound in tonight's game. I will say this is his third start after returning to that rotation since April 7th against the Cardinals. He did look pretty sharp in his last outing against the Chicago White Sox, picking up that win, going 6.1 innings of work with 4 hits, 2 earned runs on 5 Ks. But this Milwaukee Brewers team is 5-5 in their last 10 games, and they just are coming off a sweep against the LA Dodgers. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and it's not going to get any easier for them against this Texas Rangers team. Texas Rangers are throwing out Andrew Heaney with a 9-6 record this season. He has 114 innings pitched on 119 strikeouts. He's averaging a strikeout per inning. That's pretty good for a starting pitcher. He was pulled in early in his last start against that San Francisco Giants team, only going 1.1 innings of work. 3 hits, 1 earned run. I'm expecting Andrew to have a big bounce-back game in tonight's play, especially pitching back at home. The Texas Rangers are currently 42 and 21 this season at home. They play their best baseball at home. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. And the Rangers have the second best offense in MLB in runs per game and batting average as a team. I think we could take advantage of tonight's line, Rangers money line in tonight's game. Milwaukee's just been struggling offensively.
There we go. Nick here, Rangers minus 125 against Brewers. A lot of people asking the same question they asked yesterday about that line. Oh, it was fishy. Burns was on the mound. Of course, Woodruff's another one that gets a lot of respect on that betting board.
Yeah, Woodruff, I mean, he's respected. He's usually that Milwaukee Brewers ace, but it is his third game back. He looked sharp in his last outing, like I said, against that White Sox team. So that's why I kind of think the line's a little more down as Woodruff is on the mound, but I still think we could take advantage of him tonight with this Rangers offense.
Yeah, and of course the Milwaukee offense, right? Burns a really good start with 7 shutout innings, and the Brewers lose the game, right? 1-0. We could probably see a similar situation here. Brewers past 7 games, 205 batting average, and again, this is where their issues, hitting just 216 this year against left-handed starters.
Yeah, that's the question for these Brewers, especially with the Cubs chasing them down for that first place in the NL Central. The Brewers got to start hitting the baseball. You saw it yesterday. They got shut out by the Dodgers again. I think the Dodgers won that game 1-0, but the offense for the Brewers is looking a little weak. So we'll see if they could turn it around, hopefully. But you got Woodruff, their ace on the mound, so we'll see what they do tonight. What
else is new? It's always a Brewers offense. Remember in the postseason, they get the great pitching, and of course they can't get a hit. They can't. It doesn't seem to change in there in Milwaukee. Maybe it'll change. The commissioner's trying to kick them out of Milwaukee, so we'll see. I don't want hope that doesn't happen in Milwaukee, but I'm just.
Hey, that's fine with me. I'm a Cubs fan, so
they
can fall.
There you go. Rangers minus 125 here against the Brewers. This one to have a start time here, 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Nick, let's take a look over at Pick.com. We're showing great results here for the year. 1,014 units of profit for 2023. Tonight we got 14 on the board for Major League Baseball. Cleveland trying to get back in this one, down 4-2 in the ninth and still batting. And a base hit. So they're going to have a winning run come to the plate here. So let's keep an eye on that one. Also, the 2 preseason football games. What do you have going over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, we got a lot of plays going out tonight. I actually got 4 premium plays. You can catch my 3-pack that's still available. And my MLB lock. My MLB lock is also in my 3-pack that I'm offering that still has not started. I think it starts in about 30 minutes here. Also, get on it. 3-day pass. We got ton of games this weekend, so let's capitalize there and grab a 2-for-1 with another capper, and let's capitalize on the books.
So I capitalize on the books indeed. Get aboard with Nick Menken over at Pick.com. You see the great results here. 1,042 units of profit. 3-pack on the board tonight. We've been talking about this 3-day pass all show long. It's always one of the more popular passes here on a Friday because you'll get all of Nick's premium plays for 3 days. That big Friday, Saturday, Sunday baseball cards, as well as the NFL preseason action. If he's involved, that would be part of it as well. So get on board with Nick Menken over at Pick.com. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Add that second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Nick, is always great having the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again next week. But we can always catch your video series here over on Pick Dogs with that Nerfy Yerfy.
Yeah, we got the Nerfy and Yerfies going on every day. Haven't missed a day, so make sure to subscribe and like, and let's keep cashing in on those Nerfies.
Keep cashing them in, guys. Subscribe and like, and set those notifications so when Nick drops those videos, you get them right away before those lines move. All right, Nick, have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, Tony, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
You as well. Nick Menken here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Also, 4-2 Detroit. Tying run at the plate for Cleveland. 2 outs, so Cleveland down to the last out. We'll see how this rolls with their closer on the board here. And looks like there'll be a strike on the batter here. 0-1, so still that one in action. Under still in play in this game if you played it. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let me check my game here. Yep, let's see. I'll have my game information for you, so we'll get to my pick here. And then once we finish my pick, we're going to get to the recap. So we'll recap the plays given out here on the show. So we'll get to my card here in just a second. I think we'll be set to go here. All right, here we roll. Here we go with my game tonight. We're going to be looking at this one between the Pirates and the Twins. We're showing an 8 here, and I'm on record here with the under 8.5. But let me just check the lines to see if there is an 8.5 anywhere. This is the sharpest book in the world showing the 8. So let me see here if we can find 8.5 in most other places here with some juice. So 8.5 everywhere, but the sharpest book in the world has 8. So 8.5 is the play here. Under 8.5 here with this Twins and Pirates game here for tonight. And we're looking here at Pablo Lopez on the mound here, who's just been fabulous over his past 3 starts, allowed just 1 earned run in 19 innings. The Twins have been 15-3 to the under when they face an NL team hitting .245 or worse over the past 7. Pirates batting just .216. Twins hitting just .239 in their night games. We like the under in this one between the Twins and the Pirates. Twins really have not been hitting the ball very well this year offensively challenged, no doubt. And we can now report that game has gone final. Detroit 4-2. Detroit gets the money, and the game stays under total there in game number 1 of that doubleheader. All right, over at Pick Dogs, I got a 4-pack for you right now. I've got a premium plate, best bet here from baseball, as well as a 3-pack with preseason football and 2 baseball plays bundled in that package. So go ahead and get signed up right now, or you can get my long-term pass, my 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get all my premium plays for that time period to select. When you go over to my handicapper page and make that purchase, remember the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save that 15% off. Of course, you can always add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, making it even a greater value there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It is now time for the recap. So let's recap the plays from today's show. All right, we started off here with Jay. Jay liked the D-backs plus 142 against the Padres. Brad was on the Red Sox minus 123 against the Yankees. Brian says Phillies run line, lay the run in half, minus 106 against the Nationals. Rod says Astros minus 142 against the Mariners. Nick says Rangers minus 125 against the Brewers. I'll be Twins, Pirates under 8.5. The one I like the most, let's take a look at this one here. I'll be with Nick on this one with the Rangers. I just think there's a big definite advantage here with this Rangers bats. And don't forget, the Rangers bullpen has greatly improved since the All-Star break. That's something we forgot to mention there, has been the performance here of the Texas bullpen of late. And that's a big helps their cause in this spot, no doubt. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in on Monday live, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat plays. Look up their plays for here in real time. And don't forget, it always gets started on the weekend shows here on Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Jay will play host. All the drive-thru cappers, many of the drive-thru cappers in with picks for the weekend shows with Jay. Of course, all the video series here. Remember, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, his betting tools shows, his roundtable discussion. Nick Menken, Nerfies, Yerfies. We also have Brian Bitler take it to the bank with his pick of the day every day. And, of course, Ron O'Malley, Major League Baseball rundown. Of course, Jay Briggs with his NFL preseason rundown. You want to tune in for that. It's up on the board now. He'll have his preseason rundown for tomorrow's 11-game card up on the channel, so you guys want to check that out as well. Mike Davis live show Monday, Wednesday, Friday. His first 5 as well in there. We got Brad with his parlay picks, and don't forget the UFC show with Mills and Brad. It's a big pay-per-view card, so they'll be live with us tomorrow following the morning show, so you guys want to tune in for that. Also, Mills has his UFC rundown already up on the channel. I looked at that yesterday, so that's up on the board. Mills also with some parlay videos as well. So lots of video content, guys. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications so when these videos drop, you get them right away in the real time. All right, that's going to do it here for our show. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Hey, I saw Tony Brown check in. Let's see if he's live. I just saw him sign in, but I guess I don't see him. All right, I guess I don't know if he was I didn't get an opt-in that he was going to fill in today, and I just saw his picture up on my board here. But no, looks like he's coming in from a sports book somewhere. But I didn't get notification from him. Usually, he'll send me a text. Maybe I got a text from him. Let me see. Did he give a text? Did he give me anything? I guess not. All right. False alarm there with Tony Brown. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Let's bring in our cappers tonight. Go to wake up body, guys. You guys have a great afternoon, evening. We'll catch up with you again